second down now. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Henry out of the pistol. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Ravens at 9-5 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Second down and 6 now. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now a 3rd and 6.
180.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
180. Go ahead. Set up.
To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Alpha, set up. 180. Finish shot. Hey. Set up.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. You look at this Baltimore defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? That's swung out wide to Harris. And he goes out right around the 39. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Go.
Play action. It's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Alpha. Here we go. Right.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now it's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On play action, Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Easy. Right.
To throw is Fields. Pickens on the slant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. These two teams all tied after one.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Henry up the middle, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
13.
Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and then some. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 42 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Finds Pickens out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
There we go.
Now Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He's still barreling through. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
DC, ready? Ready. Cut.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that's going to bring up second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And Jackson throwing once more. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. Down the right sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. A check down here for Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Jackson now. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. He's got room to roam. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Here's Fields. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Here we go. Hey, Monday.
Here's Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Third down and 13.
Here we go, son. West, fit. You got an angel. All right.
Play action. It's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing is Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 9 yards that time.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Hey. Report.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Let's go. Sit hot.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
Fields now to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off.
He's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Go.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 21. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6.
Alpha, sit on. 180. One shot. Middle.
Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again is Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
DC, ready? 180. No, we changed it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 10 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Harris running straight ahead to the 27-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here we go, son.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. Alpha.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Fields. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Ravens 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, say hi. 180. Nice shot.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here comes 2nd down.
180.
Jackson now. Flush to his right. A check down here for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Nice shot. Hey, report.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Steelers 49, Ravens 28. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now it's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Jackson to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Finds Pickens out right. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line and pre.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Steelers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile,